Gospel message titled, Walking in God's Light. Have you ever tried to walk through a dark room without turning on the light? Maybe you thought, I know where the furniture is, and you took a few confident steps. Then, bam, you hit your toe on the corner of a table you forgot was there. That sudden pain makes you stop, hold your foot, and wish you'd simply switched on the light. That picture is a lot like life. We sometimes think we know the way. We feel sure of our plans, our decisions, and our direction. But when we walk without God's guidance, we're walking in the dark. And darkness always makes us stumble. In John 11 verse 9, Jesus said, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walks in the day, he does not stumble because he sees the light of this world. Jesus wasn't just talking about daylight and nighttime. He was teaching a deeper truth. The day represents walking in the light of God's truth. The night represents walking in the darkness of our own understanding. When we walk in God's light, when we listen to His voice and follow His word, we can see clearly. We may still face bumps and hills, but we know where to place our feet. We might trip, but we won't fall into a deep pit of confusion or regret. But if we choose our own way, ignoring God's direction, it's like wandering in pitch darkness. Sooner or later, we will stumble. Think about Jesus Himself. He knew that following His Father would lead Him into hard places where people wanted to harm Him. Yet He never allowed fear or comfort to guide His choices. He said and did only what the Father told Him to do. That's a lesson for us. Sometimes we think that if something is truly from God, it will always be smooth and easy. But that's not what the Bible shows. God's will isn't about an easy road. It's about the right road. Abraham left his home not knowing where God would take him. Moses faced Pharaoh and led Israel through a wilderness. Paul preached the gospel while facing prison, shipwrecks, and beatings. None of them had a trouble-free life, yet they walked in the light of God's direction, and their lives made an eternal difference. Many people feel shaken when problems come. If God is with me, they wonder, why is this happening? But Jesus never promised a life without trouble. In fact, He said, In this world you will have tribulation. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. John 16 verse 33. Hardship is not a sign that God has left you. It may actually be proof that you are walking the right path, because the enemy always tries to fight those who follow God. And just because life seems smooth doesn't mean you're in the center of His will. Sometimes the easiest road leads straight away from Him. So how do we walk in God's light in our everyday life? 1. Spend time in God's Word. The Bible is like a lamp that shows the next step. 2. Pray daily. Prayer keeps your heart